everybody. Hi, everybody. Let me get to my live here. Hold on. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to get to my own live so I can see the chat. There you go. Hi, Jan. Hi, everyone. I'm getting an ad, so hold on. All right, there we go. Hi, guys. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. Hi, Cindy. Let me see. Hold on. Just a tad so you can see what I'm doing. I think you can still see me, kind of. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. This is kind of a last minute thing. I'm really just, hi Barb, hi Jeannie. I just decided to go ahead and do this. It's gonna be, I don't think it'll be long, but you know me and I chat a lot. Aloha. And so I'm gonna give everybody just a minute to join since I'm a little bit early. Let me know if you're here, just say hi. Oh, this is in the way. Can you see that? Let me move it. Hold on. I don't want it to fall off, but a second. Let me see. There we go. That's better. Hi, guys. It's a Monday morning and it's a beautiful day here. Actually, it's sprinkled just a little bit earlier. Oh yeah, this pegboard. This is, I think you can get them many places, but this pegboard is from Containers and More, the Container Store. We have a Container Store down in Tampa. It's probably 30 minutes from here. And it's like a candy store for me. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I make my husband go with me every now and then, and I just kind of, you have to be careful because you could go nuts. So anyway, but that's what that is. I got all my little sundries and I got all kinds of things on all 3 shelves. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And I have my coffee candy back here. I have my coffee candy right here. Let's have one. No, better not. I have to talk. But I do have my coffee. All right, we got 22 people. Hi, everyone. Hi, Christy. Hi, MQ, Sweden, Germany. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to do my lives in a variety of places so that, you know, people from wherever they are can join. I know Monday mornings are probably a lot of people's work time, but, you know, you can always watch it later. So what we're gonna do today is, this is a little toiletry bag. It is a free pattern, and I will link it in the descriptions. It's from, and Jan, you might be able to find it. It's Sewing Times toiletry bag. So if you go, I think it's sewingtimes.net, it should come up. Hi Maggie, thanks for joining. I know. This is only, I think, my 7th or 8th live. So, you know, just bear with me. Hi Mimi, hi Kathy, hi Cheryl. Cindy, this pegboard just attaches. It kind of clips on there. If I take it off now, everything will fall off, but it clips on there and it comes with the cart. actually. So this is what we're making. This is a toiletry bag, cosmetic bag from Sewing Times. And I have all this stuff in there just to show the size. I was actually surprised how big it was. But if you look, I have some travel size shampoo and conditioner. I just got those. Some, what is this? Clinique facial cleansing soap. Some frizzies for my hair, some shampoo, some lotion, and then this is some nice body oil stuff. And there's room for more. I mean, it's just amazing. Look at that. And it's not hard to make. We're gonna make one live. Now this one I made out all of jelly, so it is not lined, and the seams are raw. I don't know if you can see that from where you are, but where I am. But the seams are raw, and I do have a video coming. I did record this one, so you can see how I do just with jelly vinyl. But the one today, I'm gonna do lined, just like she does in the pattern. So I'm gonna put that over there. I mean, it's so cute. It's my new toiletry bag. Hi Gemma. Hi, Kathy. I'm so glad you guys are here. This is so fun for me, you know? So let's go over the pieces. So you have a zipper, and I'm using kind of a light bluish zipper tape with black, matte black. And that one that I just showed you, I only put one zipper pull, but this one I'm putting two. I think it's easier to use the bag with two zipper pulls, so that's what I'm doing. I have two handles just out of some seatbelt webbing, and these I made 16 inches long, as well as the zipper tape, I believe it's 16 inches. Let me get my measurement piece, hold on. So as I go over it, I can show you. The zipper is 16 inches, yeah. And then it is a bound bag. If you're using jelly vinyl like I just showed you, you don't have to use binding at all. Oh, Kathy, you're so sweet. I bet you make other people's days too. But I am using this fold over elastic binding. You guys, I'm not yet convinced that I am in love with it. Somebody mentioned on one of my videos where I was using this that the reason they don't like it is because the whole purpose of, not the whole purpose, but a big part of the purpose of binding a bag is to give the bag structure. And this is very loose, so it's not going to give the bag much structure, but it's a little easier to use. And I say that with a grain of salt because I'm used to using waterproof canvas. Hi Margaret, you're from France. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. What time is it in France? I don't have a clock in my head for those international times. So some fold over elastic. For the bottom, I'm using this, oh you guys, this is the Prism vinyl by Fabric Therapy. It is stunning. So there are two pieces in whatever you're using for the bottom. This is what I'm using for the bottom. And these pieces are 10 3/4 by 4 1/4. So two of those. And then I'm putting clear on top, and those are also 10 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then this one that I'm gonna line, and it doesn't have to be lined. I'll show you. I'll take the stuff out when we're done and show you the inside of the other one that I didn't line. I used jelly vinyl. These two pieces are also, let me just make sure I'm telling you the truth, 10 3/4 by 4 1/4. And this is from Wonderground Fabrics. It's waterproof canvas, but it's very lightweight, and it does fray like crazy, so I did burn all my edges. Okay, so those are the main pieces. And then the zipper panel is 2 outer pieces, and those are 16 and 5/8 by 2 inches. And then 2 lining pieces. Oh, Jan, you're a gem. Look at that. That's perfect. 2 lining pieces, 16 and 5/8 by 2 inches. So that's the zipper panel. And then for the bottom gusset, it is, let me look, hold on. 16 and 5/8 by 3 and 5/8. 1 lining and 1 exterior. And that is it. That's all the pieces that you need. So all those pieces, some binding, if you're gonna bind it, some zipper tape, and 2 handles. That's all you need. She has some great stuff. Yep, she does, absolutely. Okay. Now, if you're using cotton, she does use cotton. She has a tutorial out there, so please go look at her tutorial as well. She uses quilting cotton, and she does put a layer of fleece inside out of the seam allowance. I'm not doing that because I'm using vinyl and waterproof canvas. And obviously on the other one I didn't because I used jelly. Okay. So that is it for that. So let's get started. Hi, Ellen. Hi from California. Hi, Mary. Margaret, it's 5:30 p.m. in France. Okay. So what time is it here? It's 11:30, so that's 6 hours difference. Okay, good to know. Had no idea. All right, so let me grab a sip of coffee before we start. And then let's get started. Now, there is a tiny bit of prep. So on all these pieces that are 10 and 5/8 by 4 1/4. Let me show you what I use. You want to curve the edges. Kathy, it's 8:30. Oh my gosh, 3 hours difference. That's amazing. So these are little templates I got from Carolina Little Stitches. Somebody on our Facebook group recommended them. It's 5:30 a.m. in Hawaii, Deanie. Oh my gosh. Are you on the Big Island? I think I remember you saying that before. You're on the Big Island. My husband and I would love to go to Hawaii, so that's on our bucket list. But this, she has 2 sizes, and I did go ahead and get both of them. She has 2 sizes. This has 1.5, 1 3/4, 2.5, and 3 inches for your corners. Yes, the Big Island. Okay, I knew it. And then a smaller one that has, let's see, 1/2 inch. Let's see if I can read it. 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, and 2 inch. Carolina Little Stitches. Somebody recommended this and I got them. Now she cuts them by order, so it took a couple weeks to get them. If you're going to Sew Magical this weekend, I'm sure she'll be there, and I bet she has some. I'm pretty sure she's going to be there. Anyway, so what I did, I used the 2.5 inches here, and I just marked all my corners, both linings, the clear and the outside on one edge. And then I'm going to cut those. I didn't want to cut them until I showed you. So here, I don't know if you can see that, but on both corners, I have the 2.5 inches. Hi, Melissa. So I'm just going to trim all of my corners. And I like the shape of the bag. Now, again, if you're going to do lining, it is a bound bag. But if you don't like to do binding, then just use jelly. You don't have to bind it if you're using jelly and not lining it. All right, so I did those 2. I'm going to do my clear vinyl, because it's curved on the top too, which I think is really cute. I'll show you, for those that just joined, I'll show you in a second what we're making. It's a toiletry bag by Sewing Times. Jan linked it above for you. She has a video as well, so please go watch her video. The one I show, I also have a video coming on that one. But I fell in love with this bag so much, I decided to go ahead and do a live. So I'm just rounding all my corners by the 2.5 inch mark. And I use this little template. You don't have to use a template. So I just use that template. Here's what we're making. This I made out of the jelly, and it's not lined. But look at this. Isn't this just the cutest thing? Now, I only put one zipper pull on. The one we're doing today, I am putting a zipper pull on. So let me just take everything out. I mean, it holds so much stuff. Okay. So if you can see, it's not bound. I just have the jelly, which doesn't fray. The clear and this jelly, this gray jelly, Funky Flowers, is from Lauren Marmino. It sews beautifully. So none of that is bound. And it doesn't need to be. I mean, for heaven's sakes, it's a toiletry bag. Yeah. Diane, what part of Florida are you? I am in south of Tampa. Not far from Tampa, 20 minutes from Tampa. All right, so now let's see, what am I gonna do? Oh, look what I did. I put It's a Beautiful Thing on there. So let me sew my tag on before I do anything else or I'll forget. I'm changing my stitch length to 2.5, and I am using rainbow thread today. I will pull those threads to the back. Kind of dark in here. Why is that dark? Okay. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna put my stitch length back up so I don't forget to do it. Hi, Sherry. You're a snowbird. Okay, good. Are you here yet for the winter? Or is it too soon? Okay, I'm just gonna tie that off. And for tags, I usually just do a couple ties. Oh, you're from Northern Ontario. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, let me burn that. Now on the one that I didn't bind, oh, you come in October, okay. On the one I didn't bind, I also pulled the threads to the back. You're not gonna see it, but there it is. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, love it. Love, love, love. Okay. All right, so the first thing you want to do is take your lining of one of your linings and lay it down. And then on my, I'm using clear vinyl from by Annie. And the reason I use it, number one, it's very clear. Number two, it has this white backing on. So it makes it so much easier to cut because you can see where you're cutting. I'm just taking that off, and I'm gonna lay that on top of my lining piece. And then I'm gonna take one of my outside bottoms and I'm sandwiching that clear vinyl. I don't know if my husband's out there sewing. Mowing the grass, or it's somebody else. All right, so that's what you have. So the clear vinyl is sandwiched in between your lining piece and your outside piece. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you, Jan. It's my favorite clear vinyl of all. I haven't really tried anybody else's. So. And then we're gonna use a 3/8 inch seam allowance and sew along the straight edge. Okay. I mean, how she does this is so clever. So now, that's the inside, the clear vinyl's on top, and that's the outside. It's a beautiful thing. Now we're going to top stitch this. So you're pulling your outside and your lining piece wrong sides together. And then top stitch. And you're gonna have to kind of pull on, depending on the material you use, you're gonna have to pull on a little bit, and that's okay. And I am back stitching that. All right, let me just get it all nice and pulled. So this ends up being the back for me. So we're just gonna repeat this for the front. I mean, this is such a great gift. Let me see, can you see me stitching good enough? I have a little different camera angle. I used the same camera angle when I went live with Lauren, so I'm just curious. Yeah, I think it looks okay, actually. All right, so there you have it. There's the front, and there's the lining. Now, we are gonna baste, and I'm gonna baste around this so it stays in place, just 1/8 of an inch. Now, if you don't want to do any binding, like I said, wait, the video that I do the jelly is coming out in the next few weeks. I forget when I scheduled it, actually. Okay, let me see if I didn't catch everything. I didn't feel like I did. Yeah, I just missed a tiny bit right here. So let's do that. Okay. I'd be curious if anybody else has gotten any of this prism from Fabric Therapy. You know, I love promoting the small shops, and she does a fabulous job. She has much more retail now than she ever has had. She used to have just pre-order, and it was the tat was 8 to 10 weeks. Well, I typically forget what I ordered 8 to 10 weeks ago. So she has a lot more retail. I got this on retail. It is stunning. It is gorgeous to sew. Hi, Patty. So there's the front and there's the back. We just basted those two pieces together and we've got our clear vinyl on top. Look at that. All right, let's do the other pieces. The other side, which is for me gonna be the front. So lay your lining piece up, put your clear vinyl down, and then lay your outside piece on top of that. And we're gonna sew along that top straight edge at 3/8 of an inch. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, this Prism vinyl it sews beautifully. Yeah, is my husband out there mowing in the heat? Poor guy. I'm in here sewing and having fun with you guys, and he's out there mowing. I feel a little bit bad. Although he loves to be outside, so I really don't feel too bad. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing. So that's what you have. The clear vinyl's on top, your lining, and your outside piece. So now let's pull those down and we'll top stitch. Let me see if this will work better. My lining doesn't want to stay down. But I think if I do this, it will. Let's see. So I asked a question and then I kind of moved on. Has anybody used the Prism from Fabric Therapy yet? This is my first time using it. It's beautiful. All right, now I'm just gonna top stitch along the bottom, 1/8 of an inch, and I'm just gonna pull those so they stay down, even though I cut them. Hi. Hi, Scrappin'. I know who you are. I won't say it unless you want me to, Scrappin'. Okay. Oh my gosh. So there's the front. Hi, either or. You caught me live. Shh. Okay, you said it, Lisa. All right, there you go. I didn't want to say it unless you wanted me to. So there's the front with my It's a Beautiful Thing tag. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna baste around that so they doesn't move around on me. Oh, guys. So the first one I didn't, like I showed you, I didn't line it. I just used jelly. And I love that one. But this one that's lined, gorgeous. All right, so there's my front and my back. They're the exact same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put those aside for just a second. Now let's do our zipper panels. Actually, before I do that, let me put these on, because if I don't, I'll forget, and that would be kind of disastrous. Mark your centers on the bottom and the top. Oh, almost used my thread scissors. That would be very bad. Thank you, Jan. I mean, I know that it's a little pricey, the fabric therapy. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. Her stuff is high quality. So, and I'm not getting paid. I'll get paid by anybody to do any, I already clipped this one. I don't get paid by anybody to use their products or anything. But I like to order from a variety of people, and fabric therapy is one of them. Hi, Patty. Patty, you are going to love this machine. My husband and I were talking the other day. You know, I've had it since, I think I got it in November of 21. So it's almost 2 years. I've not had any issues. Now, I take care of it. I oil it, I clean it, but that's just anything else, you know? Just like anything else. All right, let's put our straps on. And, let me see, I'll use this. In her pattern, which it's a good distance from the center. If you mark over 2 inches from your center mark, it works out really well for these straps. Now I'm using 1-inch strap webbing. I think her pattern, she mentions 3/4 inch. So let's just put those, and if you're gonna put the right sides together, if it matters for your webbing, make sure they're not twisted. And I put it on the outside. I'll show you here in a second. I put it on the outside of that mark. It's just a perfect distance, really, I think. When I first made when I showed you, I started putting it 2.5 inches out, and I didn't like it. It was too far. So I thought, she has it there for a reason. All right, now let's just baste those in place. And don't over baste. You know, just like any vinyl, you over put stuff, now I can't see you over put needle holes in there and it'll tear eventually. This is not gonna tear, not this clear vinyl from Jeannie. Now, when you watch the video that I'm getting ready to release where I did not line it, you're doing something you don't have to worry about. Grease. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Now, I'm just burning these, this webbing ends. I burned them already, but I kind of feel like I need to do it again. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining. I'm so glad you made it. We're making a toiletry bag. Cosmetic bag from Sewing Times. I think Jan linked it above in the chat. Okay, I'm starting to throw things on the floor. That's not good. Patty, you said you and your friend bought a fabricator, and I will tell you, It sews clear vinyl beautifully. It is, I mean, oh, fire. And it depends on the clear vinyl you get. The first clear vinyl I got, it wasn't this quality clear vinyl, and it didn't sew it very good. I didn't like it. All right, now we'll set those aside. In fact, my first experience with clear vinyl, I didn't like it at all. But I absolutely love it now, and I have some I need to use up. All right, now let's do the zipper panel. Okay, so I'm going to take my outside piece, and I'm going to lay that face down. Oh dear, I have to measure this. I hope I got this long enough. It doesn't look long enough. Hold please. I think I might have hold. No, that's right. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, well, that's right. Never mind. That's good. Okay, so your outside zipper panel is right side up, and your zipper is right sides down. Now, you could use tape to do this instead of clipping it. I go through phases, and I'm sure you guys do too, where you use tape and you don't. Snow will soon be here. Oh boy. Okay. And I am going to clip them together. You could baste them. But I'm going to do it in one. So I'm just clipping them, my lining right side down on top of my zipper. And so my zipper is sandwiched in between. This is like any other gusset. But I like to go over it again for those that, hi Kathleen, for those that are new, you know. Okay, something feels really off here. This is right. Okay. So I put a lot of clips, especially when I don't use double-sided tape. Just to make sure it stays where I want it. And now we're gonna do a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I'm using a stitch length of 4 for everything except for my tag that I already put on. Okay, I'm gonna move my zippers out of the way. Hi, Brooke. Nice to see you too. This waterproof canvas from Wonderground, it's not like any waterproof canvas you've used before. It feels more like fabric, and I'm not sure it's waterproof. It may just be water resistant. I don't know. I've not tested it. So I don't know. It's gorgeous though. It's a frayer though. I'm okay with that. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna put those wrong sides together and baste and top stitch just like any other zipper gusset. Hi, Marlene from Toronto. Look at that prism. Oh, man. I made something yesterday. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, it was this toiletry bag, and I took it out and showed it to my husband, and I said, look at this. Look how pretty that is, that vinyl. And he just very seriously looked at me and said, there is no fabric that you don't love. And I looked very seriously back at him and I said, you're very right. And then we both started laughing. I know, I mean, what are you gonna say to that? What are you gonna say to that? Not much. All right, so I'm gonna top stitch first. Make sure my lining is pulled down. If you're going to Sew Magical, hi Joni, I didn't see you join, hi. I'm gonna be there on Friday. I'm pretty excited. I'm just doing shopping. I'm not taking a class or anything. I'm just shopping. But I am gonna do one thing that I don't normally do. Let me get this top stitching done. I know. Why do seams pucker? You mean around corners? You'll see what I do to help prevent that, because this bag has those corners that might pucker. So I'll show you. It's because you don't hold the fabric taut enough, I think. But you know, some seams will just pucker, period. Not a lot you can do. And you know what? It's okay, I think. So I'm just basting the other side in place. But at Sew Magical this time, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know if any of the videos that I talk about this I've released yet or not. I'm trying to get ahead on my videos, so I don't have to worry about them as much. All right, so that's what you have. So that's your half of your zipper gusset, so I'm gonna do the other half. I am going, Sunny Sewing Machines is gonna be there. Danger. So I'm putting my outside piece right sides together with my zipper. And they're gonna have cylinder arms. Oh, hold on, this is not, I've been wanting to get a cylinder arm for a couple years, actually. But I've never used one until last week. We have one dealer here in Tampa, believe it or not, that sells cylinder arms. But they only sell Consew and Yamada. Yes, Jan. Sunny Sewing Machines is going to have cylinder arms that's so magical, and I am going to try it while I'm there. They're having a special, of course, to entice you. I don't know that I'll buy one, but I have a budget that I am requiring that I stay under, and they have one that's under that budget. Not good. But do you know the one thing I am worried about with the cylinder arm? Hi, Ellen's from Germany. Is they're higher because the machine sits on the tabletop, and then obviously you have a hole here so you can get under the cylinder. I'm worried that it's gonna be too uncomfortable for me. You think the Kanso and the Yamada are modeled after the Cellrite Portable? You're kidding me. Interesting. Very interesting. I had no idea. I never heard that. That is very interesting. You know, the guys that I went to see here in Tampa didn't say anything about that, and I told them I had a fabricator. They said nothing that it was modeled after that. Guess where, YouTube? Oh, Terry, if you could find that and send that to me. Kanso is a nice brand, yeah. The interesting thing was the exact same machine at this place in Tampa I went to. The Yamada was $1,000 less than the Kanso. And the guy even said to me, you're paying for the Kanso name. The Yamada's the same machine. So I said, that's an interesting comment. Okay, let me sew this on. I think they're all, he even told me that they're all made in China. All of them. Now, Cellrite, I don't believe is made in China. I think it's made here. I could be wrong. But, get rid of my holes. Let me do this because if I don't pay attention, I'll mess something up. That's a very interesting comment, though, Terry. Very interesting. Because I love my Cellrite. I wish they would come out with a cylinder arm. I'd buy it in a hot minute. Even if it was above my budget. I think I'm actually going to reach out to them and ask them if they're working on one. Because I would wait for it. I don't think they are. But that does, I mean, I've not heard anything about it. That doesn't mean they're not working on it, though. So, who knows? I don't know. So, you guys want the Yamada. Interesting. It's not very expensive. It's well below my budget. At least the one I saw. Now, the thing that it doesn't have, and these guys don't do, it doesn't have a flatbed attachment. And they don't do it. Because I talked to them. They do have the needle positioner. which they said is $25, which is like, oh, really? That's all? Okay. But they don't have a way to do the flatbed. And the one that Sunny Sewing Machines, I think it's the Thor. The Thor has a flatbed attachment. And it's has casters, and it has the needle positioner and a servo motor, which, you know, I'm used to. But all right, let's do this. This Prism vinyl, oh, it sews beautifully. Honestly, I'm in love. Okay, let me get rid of my zipper pulls. You know, the Sailrites, you might want to wait, Maria, because they do have, I think a couple times a year they have free shipping. And the shipping is terribly expensive. Now, the one thing about the Sailrite is you have to put it together. And there's lots of videos out there on helping you put it together. They have them, other people have them. A second. But it takes about 4 hours to put it together. And I remember it. Oh gosh. It was painful, actually. It's not easy to put together. Let me say this. It's not hard. It's just extremely time consuming. You have a Texo 4800. Walking foot cylinder with a flatbed attachment. Okay. You have a Texo cylinder too. You use a stool to sit at mine so you can lower the machine. Okay. I'm sewing with my zipper foot, Cindy, or Joe. Let me just go over this zipper tape. Hold on. I just sewed over my zipper tape so my zipper pulls don't, because I'm talking and I'm not paying that much attention. Look at that. Oh. Stunning. You're looking at Juki 1181N. You know why, Gigi? Let me tell you why I chose the Sailrite. Back during the pandemic, let me get rid of some of this. I started to sew a lot more, obviously, just like everybody. And I did a lot of research. The Juki's a great machine. Okay. I think they're very equivalent. One thing is a Sailrite is made in the U.S. and it's a company in Indiana, I believe is where they are. But their customer service reviews sold me. Partially because I thought, you know, I'm not buying it local, and if I have problems, I need to be able to reach out to somebody that can, you know, help me if I have issues with it, because it's not local. And so that's really, honestly, that's the primary reason I did it. All right, I'm gonna clean this up just a bit here. And I will tell you, I haven't been disappointed with the customer service. This is a Cellrite fabricator. My little beauty. And it is a beauty. It's a workhorse. It'll sew through anything. You know, the one thing I did have trouble with initially was, if you notice, this goes up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this goes up like almost 5/8 of an inch. I had it for a while and I was using it, and all of a sudden I couldn't get my foot to come up as far as it had at the beginning. And I'm like, well, that's not good. All right, so now we're just gonna sew our zipper to our base panel. The Consew portable is the same construction as the Cellrite for half the price. You don't have room for a large industrial. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are knockoffs of all of it. And Cellrite has 2 portable machines. They actually have a leather, and then they have a portable, which is much less expensive. All right, so I'm just attaching, I'm gonna just do one at a time. So I've got my outside piece attached to my outside of my zipper gusset. And then I'm gonna put my lining piece. Let me know if I'm not showing you enough because I'm talking so much. Sorry. I do have a video coming on this. It's not lying though. I have to tell you something funny. Growing up, my dad was a talker. I love him, rest in peace, my daddy. But he could talk to anybody, anywhere, anytime about anything. And as a kid, as a young kid, that used to drive me insane. I thought, oh, Dad. And I was a little embarrassed by it. And now I'm just like my dad. I can talk to anybody about anything, anywhere. So whenever I think of my dad, I thank him for that, because, you know, he taught me so many things. That was just one little thing. Just to be kind and generous to everybody you meet and make them feel important. That's what I do. What am I sewing? I'm sewing this, Kathleen. It's a little toiletry bag by Sewing Times. This one I made out of jelly vinyl yesterday. I did not line it. I did not bind it. And it's beautiful. Today, I'm making one that I lined and then I am gonna bind. So we'll see. All right, so I'm turning this over and top stitching just like any other normal gusset. 1/8 of an inch. So anyway, my dad taught me a lot of things, and that's one of them that used to drive me crazy. It is adorable, Terry. I mean, all right, so now take the other side and take your outside piece, and we're just making a zipper gusset, a curved all the way around circle. And then bring your lining up, right sides together with your lining piece. I'm sewing them all at the same time. You can certainly baste them in place if that feels more comfortable for you. This is a free pattern. Jan linked it above. And the gal at Sewing Times has a video too. So please feel free to go and watch her video. as well. All right, now I'm just gonna pull this apart. And top stitch on this side of my zipper. I'm gonna get my thread out of there. This Prism vinyl that I got from Fabric Therapy, guys, I got it in purple too. I've already got a video planned for it. It is stunning. Yep. All right, so just like anything else, we're gonna clip our bottom together and baste it so it doesn't move around on us. I hardly ever change my foot. I leave that zipper foot on there almost all the time. You know, for bag making, it really is helpful to have that zipper foot on there, honestly. Because, you know, almost everything you do has a zipper on it. Not everything, but almost. I do change it to my walking foot when I'm doing draperies or outdoor seat covers or anything. I am getting ready in the next month or so to redo our seat covers. So I will either video or do multi-part live for that. It's probably a dangerous thing. Yeah, Deanie, you leave your zipper foot on too. I know. Kathy, it's funny that you say that. You need to hear the machine. Because when I was at that place over here in Tampa, I didn't like the sound of the Yamada. I didn't like the sound, and the bed where you put it moved. And he said that's normal. So, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I did not. They have consos there too, but I didn't try one of those. He didn't have one set up, so I could try it. I'm not in any hurry to buy one, but I just don't want to make a mistake. Because it's not cheap. I mean, none of it's cheap. You know, none of what we do in bag making is very cheap, really. Oh, Kathleen, I'm so sorry. Man, I miss my dad and my mom every single day. Every single day. I was blessed with the most wonderful parents. You know, I miss them every day. I'd give every penny I have, everything I could to get them back. But I'd want them to be whole. They weren't whole when they left this world. They are now. They're watching me. My dad's watching me. My dad's watching me use hammers and screwdrivers and stuff in bag making, and he's looking at me and shaking his head and going, "You're kidding." And my mom's watching all my videos, just clapping her hands. She's so proud of me. My mom was one of my biggest supporters. You know, I've been making bags since 2006, and so she would always buy everything. And she wouldn't let me give it to her. She said, no, I'm buying it. I'm like, Mom, please. You know, we are blessed. We are blessed. All right, so there's my gusset, guys. You think I should do it? Oh, to change it, I gotta do that. Deanie, you guys are helping each other. I love it. All right, let's get our outside pieces. So the first thing we need to do on this gusset is you want to make your center. So put your pieces, your seams together, and let's mark our centers. On the bottom and on the zipper. Yeah. The nice thing about the guys here in Tampa, they'll set it up and deliver it. And, you know, when they bring it, they'll test it. They'll make sure it's working. That day, they were getting ready to deliver 2 Yamadas to somebody in Sarasota who makes bags. I know, Kathy. I do. I do. All right, so we are ready to put this together. I'm gonna put it on the back first. So lay your back right side up. And I'm just gonna clean this up just a hair. You have a 3/8 seam allowance, so it's pretty forgiving. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put my top on first and center. I did have to clip my corners on the other one, just barely. I was nervous to do it because I wasn't binding it, but that jelly is perfect for this. Okay, and then I'm going to put the bottom on centered. So we'll see. You know, not all the time do you have to clip corners. It varies from bag to bag and from corner to corner, actually. Oh dear. Where'd it go? It's right here. I did buy this little light from them that's right here. It's very bright. I like it. All right, so there we have that. And then these, your zipper gusset lines up with your outside piece where you put the fabrics together. Let me grab my clips. And depending on the, I mean, she uses all cotton, so it wouldn't be too thick. But depending on your fabrics, it can get thick. Like that's kind of thick right there for me. And that's okay. I got my fabricator. All right, then I'm gonna center these sides too. Isn't it pretty? Wonderground Fabrics, they do, you know, the bee bag making box. And this plaid fabric was in one of the boxes. And I reached out to her, what's her name, at Wonderground? Gabby. I reached out to her and I asked her if she was ever going to sell this plaid fabric by itself. And she said, yes, she is. So when she did, I got some. I haven't used it in a while, so it's very pretty. It frays terribly, so just be forewarned. You know, sometimes everything that's pretty isn't always perfect. Okay. All right, now these top corners, this corner I am going to clip just a little. The top corners I'm going to clip my gusset, just 1/8 inch clips. about 4 or 5 clips. Let's see how that does. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for joining, everybody. It's going longer than I anticipated, but you know what? I always... My husband said, how long are you going to be? And I said, oh, probably about an hour. How long has it been? 70 minutes. He's out there mowing. He doesn't care. All right, let's do this other bottom corner. So I am clipping these corners. Hi, Narelle. I know, Terry. I hear you. I was really nervous yesterday when I was making the jelly one and I wasn't binding it or anything. I thought, oh dear. It was fine. Now, for some reason, it seems this... I may end up having a pucker up here, guys, because it's very large up here. We'll see. I'm okay with that if it happens. I don't know why. That's weird. Let's see how the other one is. I may have cut it too big. It's very possible. Yeah, there's going to be a pucker right there. I'm okay with that. I mean, if it was an expensive bag that I was selling for hundreds of dollars, I would not be okay with that. I'd have to take apart and figure out why. Jan, you go do what you need to do. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. There probably won't be any more, but if there are, I'm sure somebody can do it. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining. Yeah, there's a little pucker up here. I don't know why. It makes me feel like I must have cut my vinyl piece too big. That's okay. It happens. It happens. Isn't it weird, though? Okay. Thank you, Jan, for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, let's sew this. And I'm going to start at the bottom. Where's my... It is so hard to pick, Kathy. I mean, I don't know that you can really go wrong with any of them. I think they're all so similar. All right, let's do this. 3/8 of an inch all the way around. Now, somebody asked how you prevent puckers. Well, I don't think I'll need to have a pucker in this bottom because I'm going slow and pulling my fabric out of the way as I go. Key is to go slow, stretch your fabric on the corners as you go. I don't think there's not going to be a pucker here. I can avoid it. Okay, then I'm going to go slow over these seams here because they're pretty thick. My cellrite can manage it without a problem. You kind of have to coax it as you go. There we go. All right, let's see if I can avoid a pucker up here. I don't know. unzip it, and that might help me. Oh, Debbie, you're so sweet. Brooke, you're making another Louis bag. I am addicted to those Louis bags. I'm addicted to them. It's just, it is honestly the perfect size for me, and they're easy to make. I think I've made 4. I love them. It's a great pattern. I think I got a pucker there. We'll see when I turn it. Yep, I see it. There's a pucker. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm going to measure that clear vinyl. I bet I made it too big. I mean, I think it's probably like a 1/4 inch too big. There's going to be a pucker over here too. I'm okay with that. The first one, there's no puckering at all. So I think I just made it too big. Watch your measurements, so. Okay, I'm going really slow over this thick part. And then on the bottom, I'll pull it. We're almost done, guys. I would say another 20 minutes if I don't talk too much. Oh, Kathy, to match your Yoshi. Oh, I love it. Your Yoshi turned out beautiful. That's a great pattern too. I've only made one. I really should make another one. Okay. All right, there's gonna be peckers, guys, so don't judge me. Yeah. There's a pucker right there, and there's a pucker over here. That's okay. Don't judge me. All right, let's put the front on. Let me measure this real quick, though. I have a feeling that's what I did. Let me see. Yep. I made it, it's about a 1/4 inch too tall, the clear vinyl, and that's okay. It'll be fine. All right, let's put right sides down, match our centers, and clip, and then we'll sew this on, and then we'll bind it. Oh, it's annoying. It's annoying, but it's okay. Like I said, if this was an expensive bag, I would take it apart and fix it. But not doing it for a toiletry bag. It'll be fine. In fact, I probably will keep this one for myself. I know, I keep a lot of things because I love them. You're welcome, Kathy. Thank you, Cindy. Brooke, you should cut when you make your Louis. I'd love to see it. Are you a member of my Facebook group? If you're not, come join and share. I'm thinking about making a Louis out of cork. Has anybody ever made the Louis out of cork? I'm considering it. Oh, that one's broken. I'm guessing it would work fine. I don't know why it wouldn't. Terry, I think what's too big is my clear vinyl piece. So when you measure your pieces, just make sure you really pay attention. Let me look at the piece. Hold on. Yeah, they're all supposed to be 10 3/4 by 4 1/4. The lining, the outside bottom, and the vinyl piece. And I think what I did was I made the clear vinyl piece too big, 1/4 inch too big. I think that's what happened. Because the other ones are perfect. That's all right. I think you are a member, Brooke. I would love to see. And Kathy, when you get those done, Brooke, the medium is what I carry. I carry one every day, the Louis bag. I go between the Louis bag and my retro sling. Yeah, there's gonna be another. I did the clear vinyl too big. It's annoying. Okay. That's all right. Well, here, you know what I gotta clip my corners. That'll help. Let me clip my gusset just a little all the way on all 4 corners. That'll help some, but it won't fix it. You know, I'm sitting here thinking about it. If I wasn't live and I was just doing this on my own and I came up with this, I think you are a member, Brooke. Do it. Do a cork one. If you haven't cut out your pieces yet, do a cork one. I'd love to see a cork one. But what I was going to say is, I don't know if that would help. I was thinking about putting a, I like the medium bag the best. That's what I carry every day. I was thinking about putting a dart in my clear vinyl because it's too big. I didn't do it on the other side, so I'm not going to do it on this side, but that would fix, I think that would help anyway, my boo-boo. By putting a dart in there. You know, bag making is one of those things where you just have to think on how to fix a mistake. And like I've said in a lot of my videos, most mistakes are fixable. And that would actually work, I think. But I'm not going to do it because I didn't do it on the other side. That's okay. It'll be good. It'll look pretty. And this will be my bag. And next one I make, I'll pay attention to the size of my pieces a little better. Yep. This one's worse. Lord. That's all right. I'll show it to you. I'll show you my boo-boo so you don't make it yourself. Now I'm just trying to put my pucker in the same spot. Ugh. No idea what I did, other than I made it too big. I know I'm going on and on about that, but I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And that drives me crazy. But It is what it is. All right, let's sew it together. Whoa. Okay. And then all we have to do is bind it, and that won't take much time at all. Okay, I'm going around these corners, and I'm going to stretch them. Yep. That's okay. It'll still be very pretty. And I'll keep it for myself. And I'll use it. All right, I'm just making sure I'm not going to go over my zipper pull on live. That would be very bad. It is a beautiful thing, Kathy. Thank you. Okay, here we go, around these puckers. Okay. Get there. Okay, I'm at my thick spot. Almost there. All right. Well, the good news is they're about in the same spot. I just used some webbing that I had. It's just it's not even really seatbelt webbing. I've had it for a long time. It's very similar to seatbelt webbing. It doesn't fray or anything. All right. Let me trim this up and then we'll bind it and then we'll be done. Thanks for joining, guys. And hanging in there during my boo-boos. It's all right. I am just evening up my gusset so that when I bind it, it's about the same. Not much, really. Don't over trim before you do a gusset. I will caution you on that. I've done it, and then it doesn't look good. I got stuff everywhere. All right, I'm going to use this elastic binding. I'm using purple. I only have it in a few colors. I think I got gray, black, this lavender, and pink. I got it from So Yours, who's a fellow Floridian. So I always try and support my fellow Floridians when I can. All right, what can we talk about while I'm clipping my binding, because this is actually very painful to watch, I'm sure. So I'm gonna play with a cylinder arm. It's so magical. And we are gonna, if anybody wants to meet up just for a short time, like 15 minutes, we're gonna meet outside the vendor hall at 11 to just say hello. So if you're going to So Magical, I would love to meet you. It's not any big planned thing, just to say hello and meet some of you guys in person. That would be so fun for me. So if you're gonna be there, I would love it. Friday at 11 outside the vendor hall. I'm just going to shop. And right after that, Tony and I are going over to Disney. If it's not too hot. We'll see. You know, the industrial sewing room has, I was talking to Lauren about this. She's going to have some cylinder arms in there, but you have to sign up for that, and I didn't sign up for it. I didn't want to take a spot for just going in there for a few minutes to try a cylinder arm. So, when I saw that Sunny Sewing Machines was going to be there, I got, in fact, I dreamed about testing, I dreamed about testing a cylinder arm last night. That's how excited I am. You're going to the shop on Saturday? Oh, darn it. I know. We decided to go on Friday. You know, we're both retired, and the traffic is usually not as bad to get over there from Tampa on a weekday. So, I mean, sometimes that traffic going over there can be a nightmare. All right, let's do this. Let me see if I got it on pretty good. Let's see. That all looks pretty good. Hi, BJ. I've met BJ in person. She's a beautiful, beautiful person. You have a Cellrite, don't you? You have a fabricator, BJ, don't you? I think you do. Cindy, that's what I've heard about Sam from Sunny Sewing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on so I can watch and talk, and then I'll get it sewn on. I know, BJ. See, BJ has one and she loves it. Patty was saying that she and a friend are getting a Cellrite fabricator. BJ, do you know We were talking about cylinder arms. Do you know if Cellrite, have you heard any scuttlebutt if they're working on a cylinder arm by chance? Do you know anything about that? I've not heard anything about it. So my guess is no, but I don't know it for sure. You guys, I know this video is going long, but if you do this on your own, I think the one I did yesterday, I just recorded the video. It took me about less than an hour. So it doesn't take this long to do. You've been looking at other options too. I know, BJ. Are you going to be at So Magical? Because I'm going to look at Sunny Sewing Machines is having them. The cylinder arms, and I'm going to look at them. I want to play with one. In fact, I'm going to get a bag ready to do, except for the top stitching. Kathy, you did, and Sam was phenomenal. You know, the only thing I'm worried about is they're not local. You know, so if I have an issue, I'm assuming their customer service is just as good as Cellrite, but I'm going to talk to him about that while I'm there. What the customer service is like. Hi guys. Thanks for being here with me. I was going to do this today anyway, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go live. Why not? This is probably one of the most tedious parts of any bound bag, is doing the binding. But it's a necessary part of it. I've seen some people, I don't remember who it was, but they don't even clip it. They clip it at the beginning and then they just do it, pull it on as they go, and I'm like, I occasionally have done that, not with this fold over elastic. I haven't done it. I don't think. Maybe I did. Maybe I did it on one of the videos. So they do have good customer service. Perfect. Good. I figured they did. I don't know who owns Sunny Sewing Machines. I know it's not Sam, but I don't know who owns them. All right, let's do it, guys. Here we go. Let me have a sip of coffee before I embark on the binding. Okay. Oh, you did buy another machine from Sunny's, BJ. I wish you could come to So Magical. It's funny because I'm running out of room in here to put another machine, but My husband and I were in here the other night and we figured out if I got one, and it's an F, where we could put it. And we figured it out. All right, let's just peek. Oh. Oop, I missed a little spot over there. Not a big deal. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been to any other So Magical. The only reason I'm going to this one is, it's an hour from me. And we just drive over for half a day or a day. I wouldn't probably spend the money, but I know people do to go. I mean, I'd love to. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to go to Tennessee next year. I mean, we could drive up to Tennessee, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna go slow here. Because I heard the Tennessee one was good too. And I've got friends in Tennessee, so we could make it a fun trip. And Tony was born in Tennessee, grew up there, loves it. In fact, we're going to Gatlinburg this fall. It's a yearly trip to go to Gatlinburg. Smoky Mountains. Love the Smoky Mountains. All right, let's see how I did. I know I missed a couple spots already. Not a big deal. Yeah, I missed it right over there. That's the only spot, actually. So let's fix it. Not a big deal. It's over this really thick part. Okay. Oh yeah, Cindy, I know. I don't know anything about the Cirrus Christmas thing. That would be cool though. All right, I'm gonna do the other side and then we're done, guys. I mean, it's not gorgeous, but you know, no binding is perfect. I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not sold on this elastic binding. Sorry to say, I'm not sold on it. I probably won't buy any more. I am gonna look at So Magical. It could just be this particular brand. It's way too soft. That's what I don't like about it. Very soft. I do want to try the binding that is adhesive that Fabric Therapy has, but I'm not buying anything until after So Magical. I decided I'm going to spend some money, a little, not a lot, but I'm going to buy some things there. So I decided I wouldn't buy anything until after that. I know. You're not a fan of it either. Yeah. I hear so much about it. And I thought, oh, that looks very interesting. And so I bought some. I'm not a fan so far. We'll see. I think it probably has purposes, just like a lot of other things. It has, it's good for some things, but this isn't one of them. Where you want structure and, yeah. I put sewer's aid on my needle before I started this. It really helps. You are going to go to Tennessee next year? Yeah. I might. Depends. I can't remember. I haven't looked at the dates. Try sewing it on the first and then folding it over, sewing again. Yeah. Yeah. I should probably try that. I have plenty of it left, so I'll try it. I'll try that, Kathy. But I'm not sold so far. That's one thing. I'll be pretty honest about things. If I don't like something, or like I don't get any, you know, sponsorship for any of this stuff. Primarily so I can be honest. All right, let's see how we did on that. If I have to go fix some of that or not. I might just fix this. It's over these really, oh, right there. Okay, I'm gonna fix just a hair. A couple little tiny spots. It got this, but it's barely covering it. So I'm gonna, yeah. Almost done. And then I missed it right here. Like a 1/4 of an inch I missed. Okay. You know, the one thing about what you said, Kathy, is it is neater, honestly, if you do it that way. I will say that. All right. Let's turn it right side out. You're hoping to go next year, Mary? You know, Karen, the 3 places they've had so magical is Orlando, Nashville, and Texas. And I don't think it went well in Texas. I don't know all the scuttlebutt, honestly, but there was a lot of chatter that it didn't go well in Texas, and so I don't know that they're going to do it again in Texas. I don't know what happened. There was some scuttlebutt about the Gaylord, and I don't know. Who knows? All right, so even though I have puckers in the top of my clear vinyl, it turned out pretty good. Of course, you know, it all looks good because this fabric is absolutely stunning. Mm. You know, the puckers really aren't that bad. Okay, let me zip it up and show ya. This prism vinyl, oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. There we are. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Look at this. I love this. I love the fabric, but I think I like the jelly one better. Without lining. I don't know. I like them both. Okay, so here's the jelly one. And here is the vinyl one that's lined and has binding. So you open it up, it opens really wide, and there's the binding and the lining. On this one, and I would definitely put 2 zipper pulls. So it's not lined and there's no binding. So if you don't like binding, do jelly because you don't have to bind it. You could. The pattern is from Sewing Times. I'll link it in the description when I finish the live. It's a free pattern. I'm sewing this one in a video coming up as a holiday gift. It's a free pattern from Sewing Times. It's Sewing Times, www.sewingtimes.net, I believe, is the website. And she has all kinds of cute things, actually. So there you go. Thanks for joining, guys. Definitely, I would put 2 zipper pulls. I just think it's easier to get in and out. This one I like put 1. There you go. It's a beautiful thing on that one, and it's a beautiful thing on this one. It's the toiletry bag. It's bigger than you'd think. So thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate each one of you, and I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.